Yo, this calculus is coming straight from the G named Benny Nate. I always know how to integrate. When I think of rules, I remember late. I differentiate functions every day. They try to mess, I make them pay. Power rule, chain rule, I have to say. The AP test is the best part of me. Calculus class is real rad. The best class I ever had. DeAnn said peanut butter and called me a nice lad. She's even better than Vikram's dad.
S.U.N, I'll tell you what it stands for. It's not because he owns a dry and clean store. He'll whip you up good and make you sore. He's a silly you sub and nuts got, that's for sure.
We're talking calculus. I love it so much. We maximize area, we minimize and such. When I do my calculus, I like to touch. On the AP test, I came up clutch. We're talking calculus. I love it so much. We maximize area, we minimize and such. When I do my calculus, I like to touch. On the AP test, I came up clutch.
You know that squirrel Raquel is her name, and the shell method is her game. It's gotta be parallel, it's such a shame. Too bad volumes are really lame. You will know this fresh trick named Eddie's son. He really is not a lot of fun. During calc class, he sleeps a ton. I bet he's gonna grow up and be a nun.
Differential equations, they're a breeze. Even when you're sick and you have to sneeze. Separate the variables like A's from B's. Then you go and integrate with ease.
Implicit differentiation, I don't even know how anyone can mess this up, so I'll tell you right quick, write dydxyo. If you don't do it right, you lose all you dough.
We talking calculus. I love it so much. We maximize area, we minimize and such. When I do my calculus, I like to touch. On the AP test, I came up clutch. We talking calculus. I love it so much. We maximize area, we minimize and such. When I do my calculus, I like to touch. On the AP test, I came up clutch.
So we got some kids who really ain't cool. They hardly even show up in DeAnn school. Worse than Mei Ling, each one is a tool. They don't even know how to pass a paper bull.
We got this one kid, his name is Paul Wang. He sits right in front of my nice kid son Jang. One time in class, his telephone rang. I think it was a phone call from P.F. Chang. He picked up the phone, he heard what they would say. Yo man, he said, you're really gonna pay. You slack in calculus most every day. You can't work here anymore, there's no way.
Integration was fun, adding C's all over. Straight out of Delaware, my man Jerry from Dover. Feeling more lucky than a four-leaf clover. If you learn this right, you can program a Mars rover. Raquel made a video, it wasn't silly stuff. You substituting easy integrals, it's worse than Ryan Love. Vikram told him what to do, he was feeling pretty buff, but then he got the rum's face, boy that was rough. I got this French bull, Loppy Tall is what we call him. He's really shady, and he's really quite grim. Limits to infinity, where do I begin? Just differentiate all over, then some for the win. Her name is Colleen, she likes math a lot.
Yo yo meow.
She'll hit you with a pot. Some say she's weak, most definitely not. She's the best cat facer that we've got. I study all of these rates of change. I like to determine the domain and range. I find those errors like Louis Lagrange. Some people hate on calculus, ain't that strange?
We talking calculus. I love it so much. We maximize area, we minimize and such. When I do my calculus, I like to touch. On the AP test, I came up clutch.
We talking calculus. I love it so much.
We maximize area, we minimize and such. When I do my calculus, I like to touch. On the AP test, I came up clutch.